What's good with it, y'all? It's your boy Santo G. Back at it. You already know. Spreading unity, prosperity, and respect. Above all, if you're new here, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Tap that notification bell. It don't cost you nothing, and it will help out this channel. So today, I wanted to just talk about the indefinite SHU terms and how they used to validate homies back then. I was watching this PBS documentary on the hunger strikes, Pelican Bay, and how they used to validate people and give them indefinite SHU terms. It talks about when they started the SHU terms, how they determined who got just like 18 months, a year, and who got indefinite SHU terms. I'm gonna let you guys hear it from them. I'm gonna play a little clip for you guys, and then I'm gonna give you guys my full reaction and tell you a couple of stories of different cats that I was with when they got out from the SHU. Cause what they did is they ended up closing the SHU, and they ended up sending everybody that was in the Bay to different prisons. I actually landed in Sentinela with a few cats that had just got kicked out the SHU and then just ended up landing right there. And some of them, you could tell they were lost. Like, you could tell messed them up. And some of them, man, you're like, damn, I don't know how you made it like that, and you still joking around, just chopping it up like a normal person. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you weren't just in the SHU, in that box for years. I'm gonna let you guys hear from them how they classified it, and then I'm gonna give you my full reaction. Let's get into it.
I started reporting on prisons. This was almost 20 years ago, and I became very interested in the conditions at Pelican Bay and what men needed to do to sustain themselves in this very long-term isolation. Pelican Bay State Prison is California's highest security lockup, and it was essentially designed to house what the prison system has determined as the most dangerous inmates. While I was a warden in Pelican Bay, the department policy was, we're going to give you the worst of the worst. The determination was made to identify prison gang members and get them off the general population through a validation process because they're a danger to the safety of others and the security of the institution, so they have to be isolated. We had an intelligence unit that basically did all of the validations. Validating prison gang members was pretty, gathering the evidence was pretty easy. There were fixed terms and there were indeterminate terms. Possession of a weapon or stabbing another inmate, they would get a fixed term, maybe 6 months, 9 months, 18 months. And the indeterminate term was safe for the prison gang members because our policy said if you're identified as a prison gang member, you're validated as a prison gang member, you pose a threat to the security of the institution. It could have been your correspondence was read and gang investigators felt that that was gang related, so that would be 1 point. We searched your cell and we found drawings that indicated that you were a gang member. So now you haven't committed an overt act yet, but we have 3 pieces of evidence that we identify you as a gang member. I ain't no gangster, I'm just in prison doing my time. Why are you guys gonna throw me in a hole and say I'm a gangster? Well, a gang validation is the worst thing you can get in prison. Because you ain't getting out of the hole. Being identified as a gang member or associate, even if you weren't, it had a lasting impact.
So there it is there, man. You guys heard it from them. I don't want to hear nobody in the comments talking about, oh, you shouldn't be saying this, this, and that. All I'm doing is going with what they said in this documentary, and this is coming from the ex-warden at Pelican Bay. Some other Huda, I don't know who that white boy is that's laughing, but he's laughing when he's talking about it didn't take no time for them to find people to validate, so on and so forth. They said 3,800 people validated. Now that right there is outrageous. I don't even think there's 1,000 big homies, you know what I'm saying, on just the whole large scale. If you put the whites, the brothers, the homies, the raza up north, if you put all those four factions together, to be honest, I don't think you could come up with 1,000 people that they can honestly say, oh, they're pulling some kind of weight, so on and so forth. They're doing things that require that type of treatment. And the reason I say this, because I met a homie when I was in Centinela, that all that happened with him is he had a wrong number inside his phone book. IGI raided his building. They went through his phone book and they ended up finding a number that was attached to something else, and he didn't even know. To be honest, he didn't even know. Somebody had told him like, hey, do me a favor, call this number, send a message for me, and he forgot to erase the number. How many people, hey, take this over here, or you're going to court, whatever the situation is, they tell you to hold something. You get caught with a huila. For those who don't know what a huila is, it's a letter. You get caught with a huila that was supposed to get somewhere, and they had some information on there, and you're nobody. You're nobody. You're just a messenger. But because you got caught up with that paperwork, boom, you're validated. You have an indefinite SHU term. I remember there was a homie, there was a big riot in Pelican Bay. He was on the 1 yard. He was on the 1 yard in Pelican Bay. And just because he was involved in the riot, they classified him, validated him. And those are facts. You got caught with the wrong number. You got caught with the wrong mail, that you were just a messenger. You're not even nobody. They just using you. You're oblivious to everything. Next thing you know, you're in the SHU, having an indefinite SHU term, man. Like, you don't know how many homies I seen go through that right there. And I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of people in the comments, hey, my cousin went through this. My brother went through this. My man went through this. My son went through this, or my son is going through this. You know what I mean? Big salute to everybody that's in there holding it down. Big salute to all the family members, all the loved ones, man, because I know you guys feel it too. But I just wanted to just bring you guys a little different topic. And that right there is how they used to classify people and how they used to give people an indefinite SHU term. That's why those hunger strikes, anybody that ever participated in hunger strikes, whether you participated as an inmate inside there or you participated as a family member, making sure that your loved ones have food, making sure that they stocked up and prepared, man, big salute to you, because we all made a difference. And the reason I say we is because I participated in those hunger strikes when I was inside prison. So me going hungry and pretty much denying the state food and holding it down, because we all ended up getting write-ups. We all ended up getting a 115 for that. You know what I'm saying? But we all held it down and we showed them like, hey, man, y'all can't keep treating us like this. It's inhumane and it don't exist no more. Let me know what you guys think on the topic, man. It's your boy Santo G, real, raw, and uncut. Shout out my good people at Killer Kush. Shout out my good people at Drip Fits. Shout out my good people at Hate Art Extracts. And good looking out to my good people at Cali Bullies, man. I got this sweater. I already had this block on it, but look at this though. If you guys want a sweater with the Santa Muerte on it, I can also do sweaters. This one's my personal one right here. Got the Inglewood block on the front. And then they got the Santa on the back. And with that being said, man, I appreciate everybody that took the time to watch this video. Do me a favor, give me a like. And if you haven't subscribed, man, go ahead and subscribe for your boy. Let's get it.